Okay, so people, they're struggling at the moment. They're in lockdown and they got businesses. What's your advice to them? I know that you've got some training that you're helping people, break out there.
Yeah, look, I've done a bunch of webinars on this now, and if anyone wants them, they're all on my YouTube. So and stuff, maybe you put them in the show notes as well.
Yep, definitely.
But here's the interesting thing about it is that if you look at the economic cycling of any market, and so I started Action Coach back in '93 when Australia was in the middle of a recession. Then you went through the dot-com bubble, then the real estate bubble, and now the pandemic bubble. And I'm not trying to be insensitive to the health crisis with this, but I'll speak a bit matter-of-factly about how this looks. But it happens in some of those previous busts, and they're all financial driven busts, if that makes sense. So this one's very different. This is not a financially driven bust. It's not, internet or junk bonds or real estate. This one is a health crisis. And so what it's allowed us to understand about the market is that the market is going down immediately. Everyone knew that. Like, there's no debate. With the real estate, with the 2008, everyone debated for months, is this actually a bust? And some people even debated for more than a year, is it a bust? And this one, we all know it's done. Like, we're done. We're off the boil now. But here's the next thing that's different. In that one in '08, and even in the internet bubble, it was pretty much an all hands bust. Everyone lost money. Like, every real estate went down across the board. So everyone that owned real estate lost money. Everyone that rented was in trouble. Everyone that, banks dried up money. Now, here's the thing with this one. This is about a third. A third of businesses are fully shut down. That's anywhere from 20 to 40%, depending upon the market. Us here in Vegas, we've got more shut down because the casinos are a big revenue generator for us. But most markets, about 20% of businesses are just actually fully shut down in this lockdown, meaning hairdressers and, that sort of thing. And then you got about 30 to 50%, again, depending on the market, that are in pivot. They've found a way to go virtual, keep their head above water, not die. They're trading through this thing. They've found a way because, that's an important distinction to remember. And I'll come back to that. And then you've got about 20 to 30%, a bit bigger in some markets, of businesses that are literally booming right now. They are doing such massive numbers that no one's ever seen. When you look at McDonald's and Amazon and Chick-fil-A and all of these companies that are just, like, I'm talking to one of my clients at Action Coach the other day. This guy's in the conveyor belt business. His business is racing right now. There ain't no FedEx or UPS or Amazon facility that wants to have their conveyor belts go down. Like, that would be crushing for them. Another of my clients that's in the model train business, they are annihilated with new business.
Wow.
Another client, these guys pivoted. This is phenomenal. Well, see, people are at home. So what are they going to do at home? They're going to do something.
Yeah.
So these guys are getting all the people that's their hobby. Then you look at the gym, all the gyms are shut, but every company selling fitness equipment is in boom. So you got to look at this and understand that a third of the market is in absolute boom. About a third, and again, it varies, it's not exact, but about a third are in pivot and staying alive, and about a third are in full shutdown. Now, here's the difference. Depending on the market, and here in the US, obviously, anyone that's in full shutdown is getting a full bailout.
That's true.
Government's paying for all your stuff. Good luck. You got a couple of airlines today. One of the airlines got $6 billion. Actually, two of them got $6 billion. One of them got $5.5 billion. It's going to cover their losses. They're still running all the cargo right now. All them cargo, people are saying, there's too many flights in the air in the US. They're not with people. They're just cargo flights. They're just shipping stuff everywhere, and you start seeing it. So whilst the fall of the economy, because remember, we had this massive boom from 2012 to 2020. We're in the biggest boom in the history of my lifetime. The previous boom was a shorter boom that was from sort of 2000 to 2008. This thing, highest Dow ever, etc. Well, the Dow came on, guys like me dove in, bought every single thing we could. I was at McDonald's buying William Hill.
Yep.
Just, within a week, I made 20 and 30 points on my money. And it's like, this is crazy. And so I'm out in cash, and then I'm back in again, and then I short, and then I'm back in, So I'm just in and out. Like, I'm not, there's no hold and stuff right now. It's like in and out, because some days we're up, some days we're down. Depends on, when Disney furloughed all of their staff at Disney Florida, I'm like to all my boys, Monday is a crash, guys. Monday's down. We're going down 2-3 points. And everyone's like, all right, let's get on this. So we shorted the Dow, and hey, presto, we all made a bit of money.
Nice.
But so this fall is going to be about 90 to 180 days. I've told every client of mine worldwide, you need a 90-day hunker down survive plan. You need 90 days of survival. In this period, you got to come out of it, though. When they announce reopenings, and they're going to do it, it's not like they're going to keep us locked down. The pressure to reopen is too strong right now. Mayors, governors, presidents, prime ministers, they're getting pressure like nothing before to reopen and start reopening. And Sweden's doing their thing. Now, last night I was on the phone to my partner in Germany. Germany's coming and they're reopening, and I'm looking at how Germany's reopening, and I'm sure America's studying that as well. Japan, I was on the phone to Japan. Min's telling me how they're reopening, and it's like everyone's watching this stuff. And China's reopening, and China running an app where, you're green, yellow, or you're red. It tells you with corona or not with corona.
Having that in Australia now, yeah.
Yeah, look, everyone's looking to do it type thing, and it's one of those interesting Big Brother things. It's like,
do you believe in that type of stuff? The conspiracy where the government is trying to have more control over you? What do you think?
Buddy, if you believe there isn't a conspiracy, I think you're crazy. The NSA is listening to our phone call right now, and they're marking up on how many words you say. So, I mean, look, the reality is every single phone conversations, every single phone conversation is listened to. Here's your iPhone, right? What did they say? They went to Apple and said, hey, we need everyone's fingerprint. Great. Apple got everyone's fingerprint. Hey, we need everybody's facial recognition. Great. Got that. Anyone who thinks they don't have all that's crazy. So I'm not really caring.
Okay.
Big Brother's already watching every damn thing there is. So,
okay. All right then.
I don't worry about any of that stuff. I just get on with it.
Stay focused on the business. Okay.
So here we are in a 90-day survival mode. The economic fall of 2008 was a year and a half, right? It kept dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping because it was real estate driven, and it was across the board. In this case, we've got the stock market dipped 30%, and then everyone went, hang on, all these companies are doing amazingly well, and hang on, these guys are going to get a bailout. The U.S. has already done $2 trillion. I believe they'll double down on that and put $4 trillion. And then I believe what I'm hearing out of Congress is that the infrastructure bill, another $2 trillion, will come later to reignite. See, Trump is not letting us go into November with a negative economy. Trump has got us reopened by then. There's a 100% chance that that's what he's driving for. They just announced $431 million today being invested into one particular company that has a vaccine that's very positive at this point in time. So, they're moving at a rapid rate of knots. So the economic winter is going to be shorter than the 2008 one. See, 2008 took a year and a half to drop, a year to a year and a half to drop. But then it took a year to 2 to 3 years for us to get our heads around the fact that we were in an economic winter, that we were in that period. And money tightened. See, this time money's not tightening. The governments are giving money left, right, and center. The U.S., everyone's just getting their $1,200 and their $500 a kid. People are getting, anyone that went on the bets here in the U.S., if you went on welfare right here, you're about half of America got a pay rise by going on welfare because they just doubled it for the 3 months, right? So all these people that were under 40 odd grand a year in income, they just got a pay rise. By going on that. So and they got the stimulus check and they got the kid bonus. So it's
so do you think that's motivating them to not be as proactive anymore because they're getting these stimulus checks and they're not really working?
I think in any market, mate, you got the proactive and the reactive people in any market. They're getting that money. All that money is doing is making sure rents get paid and things like that. That's what that money is doing. But we're still going to have like here in Vegas, delinquencies are usually by April 12th, delinquencies are usually around 8%. We're now at about 17% delinquencies on rent. US wide, it's usually around 5.5%. It's now at 10%. So 5% more people not paying their rents right now. 5 to 10%, depending on the market, they're not paying their rents right now. We'll see that. But then you got banks. I mean, literally every bank in the US that's a big bank is offering 3 months mortgage relief. You don't have to pay your mortgage for 3 months.
In Australia, you can pause the just give the bank a call and they'll pause it for about 6 months. Here
it's up to 6 months. You can do 3 months clicking a button. If you want 6, you got to talk to someone. So it's like, dang, every investor in the country should be taking that 3 months of mortgage relief.
That
definitely makes sense. But I believe economic spring will come pretty fast, and we'll be back in, because this is not a financial collapse. Everyone's got to remember that. This is a health collapse. It wasn't that there was a fundamental financial problem that caused this. There was a human health problem that caused this. So we got to keep that in mind when we go through this. And again, those businesses that were shut down, they will come back. It's a question of, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.